Welcome back to the channel where we explore the real stories and real value behind everyday coins. Today we are taking a close look at the Washington quarter dollar from 1993 with the P Mint mark, a coin many people still have in their pockets, drawers, and collections. You might be surprised to learn what this coin is really worth in today's market. The Washington quarter dollar is one of the most iconic coins in American history. It was first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. The design was meant to be temporary, but it quickly became a permanent part of U.S. coinage and remains in circulation to this day. The 1993 Washington quarter was struck by the United States Mint, and the P Mint mark tells us this coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. In 1993, the Philadelphia Mint produced hundreds of millions of quarters, making this a common date coin. However, condition plays a very important role when determining its market value. Let's talk about the design. On the front of the coin, you will see a left-facing portrait of George Washington. Around the edge are the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," along with the year 1993. Just below the date, you will find the small P Mint mark, confirming it was struck in Philadelphia. The details on Washington's hair and facial features are important when judging the coin's condition. On the reverse side, the coin features a proud bald eagle with outstretched wings holding arrows that symbolize strength and readiness, while olive branches below represent peace. Above the eagle is the phrase United States of America, and below it is the denomination, quarter dollar. This classic eagle reverse was used on Washington quarters for decades before being replaced by the state quarters design in 1999. Now let's get into what really matters to collectors and coin holders today: the market value. A 1993 P Washington quarter in good circulated condition, meaning it has been used but still shows clear details, is generally worth its face value of 25 cents. Because these coins were produced in very large numbers, circulated examples are extremely common. However, if the coin is in uncirculated condition, meaning it shows no signs of wear and still has its original mint luster, the value can be higher. In today's market, a 1993 P Washington quarter in uncirculated condition typically sells for about $1 to $3. Coins graded by professional services in higher mint state levels such as MS-65 or better can sometimes reach values of $5 to $15 or more, depending on eye appeal and demand. It is also important to mention that errors and varieties can increase value. If a 1993 P quarter has a noticeable mint error such as an off-center strike, double die features, or missing details, collectors may pay significantly more. These error coins are rare, but they are always worth checking for carefully. To protect your coin's value, store it properly. Avoid cleaning the coin, as cleaning can reduce its value. If possible, keep it in a coin holder or protective sleeve and handle it only by the edges. In conclusion, the 1993 P Washington quarter dollar may look like an ordinary coin, but it represents a long tradition of American history and craftsmanship. While most examples in good condition are worth face value, uncirculated coins and special errors can be worth several dollars in today's market. Always take a closer look at your change, because you never know what hidden value you might already own. Next coin. The 1992 Washington quarter dollar with the D Mint mark, a coin many people still find in their pockets but few truly understand. The Washington quarter dollar is one of the most recognizable coins in the United States. First introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, this coin has remained a symbol of American history and pride for decades. By 1992, the design had become a familiar sight, but that doesn't mean the coin is without interest or value. The 1992 Washington quarter with the D Mint mark was produced at the Denver Mint. The D Mint mark can be found on the obverse side of the coin just to the right of Washington's tied hair ribbon. In 1992, the Denver Mint struck a very large number of these quarters, with mintages running into the hundreds of millions. Because of this high production, the coin is considered common, but condition plays a huge role in its value. On the front of the coin, you'll see a left-facing portrait of George Washington. The details of his hair, the sharpness of his profile, and the clarity of the word "Liberty" are key points collectors examine. The date 1992 appears just below his portrait, along with the motto "In God We Trust." On well-preserved coins, these details remain crisp and clear, with minimal wear on Washington's cheek and jawline. The reverse side features the classic eagle design, with a proud eagle standing with outstretched wings, holding a bundle of arrows symbolizing strength and readiness to defend the nation. Above the eagle is the motto "E pluribus unum," while United States of America and Q verbis unum, while United States of America and Q Wade. In good condition, the eagle's feathers and the arrows should still show fine detail. Now let's talk about metal composition. The 1992 Washington quarter is a clad coin made of a copper core sandwiched between two layers of copper nickel. This means it does not contain any silver, unlike quarters minted in 1964 and earlier. Because of this, its value comes from condition and collectability rather than precious metal content. So what is the market value of a 1992 D Washington quarter in good condition today? In circulated good condition, where the coin shows light to moderate wear but remains clearly identifiable, the value is generally close to its face value. Most examples sell for around 25 to 40 cents. Coins that are slightly better with less wear and stronger details may reach about 50 cents. However, uncirculated examples tell a different story. If a 1992 D quarter has never been used in circulation and still shows full mint luster, its value can rise to around $1 to $3. Coins graded by professional services in high mint state conditions such as MS65 or higher can sometimes sell for even more, especially if they have strong eye appeal and no noticeable marks. It's also worth noting that errors and varieties can significantly increase value. While most 1992 D quarters are standard, collectors keep an eye out for striking errors like off-center strikes, double strikes, or unusual die cracks. These error coins can be worth many times more than a normal example, depending on the type and severity of the error. In conclusion, the 1992 Washington quarter dollar with the D mint mark may seem ordinary at first glance, but it still holds a place in American coin history. In good circulated condition, it's a modestly valued coin, but in uncirculated condition or with rare errors, it can become a desirable collectible. Always check your change carefully, because even common coins can surprise you. Next coin! Today's video is all about the Washington quarter dollar from 1991 with the D mint mark, a coin many people still find in their pockets, yet few truly understand. The Washington quarter is one of the most iconic coins of the United States, first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington. By 1991, this design had already become a symbol of American history and daily commerce. The obverse of the coin features George Washington facing left, along with the inscriptions Liberty, Indiana, God We Trust, and the date 1991. The D Mint mark on this coin tells us it was struck at the Denver Mint. In 1991, the Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of Washington quarters to meet the needs of circulation across the United States. Because of this high mintage, the 1991 D quarter is considered a common coin, but condition plays a very important role in its value. The reverse side of the coin shows the classic eagle with outstretched wings holding arrows with olive branches below. Above the eagle is the motto E Pluribus Unum, and around the edge you will see United States of America and quarter dollar. This reverse design was used for decades and is loved by collectors for its strong patriotic imagery. Now let's talk about composition and specifications. The 1991 D Washington quarter is made of a copper-nickel clad composition with an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. The coin weighs 5.67 grams and has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters. These details help collectors confirm authenticity and condition. In good circulated condition, where the main details are still visible but light wear is present on high points, the 1991 D Washington quarter is usually worth its face value of 25 cents. However, in uncirculated condition, where the coin shows no wear and retains its original mint luster, the value increases. In today's market, an uncirculated 1991 D quarter typically sells for around $1 to $3, depending on eye appeal and overall quality. Coins graded in higher mint state levels can sell for even more. Examples graded MS65 or higher by professional grading services can reach values of $5 to $15 or sometimes more, especially if the coin has strong luster and very few marks. While rare errors are uncommon for this year in mint, any coin with unusual features such as off-center strikes or double details may be worth significantly more. The 1991 D Washington quarter may not be a rare coin, but it represents an important era in modern U.S. coinage. For beginners, it is an excellent example to start a collection, and for experienced collectors, it is a reminder that condition is everything in the world of coins. So before you spend that quarter, take a closer look. You might just be holding a small piece of American history in your hand. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about the value and stories behind everyday coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Goodbye guys.